What's up, Mark?
No gun right now. That's suicide.
All right, remember, guys, donate to Humanity Forward for COVID-19 relief at movehumanityforward.com.
We not losing city! We not losing city!
What?
Put the shoes on. Black Lives Matter!
Hey, yo, hey, take a picture of him, bro. That's an epic ass picture right here, bro.
Whites up front, whites up front.
Man, all we need is some music right now.
Whites up front, whites up front. Whites up front, whites up front. Whites up front, whites up front. What the fuck are you doing? Nothing. What have you done? You got kids? Not that he raising good, the fact. Coonery.
Hey, man, take me some pictures, man.
Whites up front, whites up front. Whites up front, whites up front. Whites up front, whites up front. Nothing at all. You're raising coon-ass kids that fit the coon-ass system. Your kids ain't shit, you ain't shit, your mama ain't shit.
Hey, do it sideways, bro.
You're fucking black.
Flip it around. Flip it around.
Niggas dying, you still think that this is a job career for you? Y'all suck some dick in the alley, you look dumb.
Huh?
You look dumb as hell.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
They look dumb. They already killed it. They don't work for
For 10 minutes.
It's what y'all do. It's what y'all do.
That's funny to you? Hey, if that's funny to you, and then y'all just watch. Y'all just watch.
The mother lost her son. The father lost her son. Wait. Go ahead, grab it.
You got a picture of that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. All right. Damn, I wish I had a video of that shit.
Do it, Bob. Come on. Do it. Put that butt in.
Which one of them was left? Hands up! Hands up! Nah, fuck that. No justice, no peace. Shit. No justice, no peace.
You think I'm But you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, bro. You don't want to fuck. Everybody break the rules. You can break the rule right now and say Black Lives Matter, but you don't want to because you don't like black people and you know it. You don't like black people. You don't give a fuck. You don't care.
That's crazy as shit. I'm seeing it in your eyes. That's crazy as shit.
You have kids?
You disgusting.
You have conversations with your kids?
Until you say everybody have a fucking voice. You can say everybody in here. You got emotions. You got feelings. People is dying for no reason. Come
They might kill you dead if you twitch me wrong.
Say that shit. They have for no reason. Not because we crazy. This shit not right. It's not okay. Is this person talking to you right now? Are you supposed to
What am I supposed to do? You got little ones that probably go to school with people that look like me. People, their parents coming in trying to interact with y'all. Your kids don't have to worry about none of that shit. Your kids don't have to worry about interacting with police and ended up dead. You don't have to worry about none of that shit. You don't have to sit there and act timid and step around their fucking lives and don't move too fucking quick because you might get a burn. Why do I have to take out the fucking barrel all the goddamn time because I pushed you all forward? Why do I have to worry about damn? This cop just pulled me over. Is he gonna fuck with a nigga today? Why do I have to worry about that? They don't understand that shit. Why do I have to worry about
Those questions were very good. So I told him, I said, the cop said, oh, Peter, why are you mad? I said, because of next.
why? You care?
Bitch, we're not playing games. We're not playing stupid. Don't play that. We're not playing games. Don't play me for a fool. He said, do you think rioting should be allowed? Why are we rioting? Why are we fucking rioting? That is the root cause. We will riot until you solve the root. The riot is a symptom of the root cause of racism.
It's not a riot, it's a protest.
The protests are symptoms of the fucking root cause, which is racism. Fix the racism. There's no more protests. It ain't that hard. We're acting like this shit is like complex fucking mathematics. It's like, you don't think that I don't think Donald Trump, I said Donald Trump. I told that motherfucking reporter, Donald, why is it okay for the fucking president of the United States?
What if you on video to shoot one of them dead Americans? You think they're never gonna end your fucking video? I'm not gonna entertain your bullshit. These motherfucking shit will not know some of these motherfuckers. I'm not gonna wicked. I'm not gonna do it. These fucking wicked. Fuck. That shit is terrible. Fuck that shit. I know.
It smells a mix of tobacco, pot, and alcohol.
Why don't cops hold each other accountable for this shit? That's my question.
Y'all doing that shot you dead in your fucking sleep. And said, oh, wrong fucking door. That could have been you. You could have been going for groceries and got a heel in your fucking neck. And had to watch your last 45 seconds to life as a world to watch. That's what I'm going to watch you die. That's what I'm going to shooting doesn't matter. I'm not arguing with dogs. What are you talking about? I don't know if you got kids. You need to conversation you might have to have.
That is being just like one. How long is y'all's course? Like 6 weeks? Then they teach y'all how to hold that shit the right way up? Crazy.
That's one of them. They tell you to flat out fucking no. They don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about that. What you got? They ain't spilling no Asian blood. They ain't spilling their own fucking blood. No. They ain't spilling no Middle Eastern blood. No. They ain't spilling no blood every fucking day.
11,162 black men died off of police brutality in 2015. 11,000! 11,000! Y'all killing like dogs!
I can't kneel. I can't jog. I can't go to the fucking store. I can't even stay in my own fucking house.
Scared to leave the fucking house!
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Scared to leave the fucking If y'all can't leave the house to go to fucking tennis practice, to go running and shit. My brother don't go running. Y'all can't leave the house to fucking
Right around 24 hours.
None of y'all doing nothing. What the fuck y'all doing?
Black lives matter! 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 Black lives matter!
Y'all believe Black Lives Matter?
You got a voice. So do you. You gotta fucking use it. Preach to every single one of y'all. Y'all the ones in the power.
Get shot first, me and him.
God. It should never be.
Come on, man.
You know that shit there, girl. Put it on. We don't wanna have to come up here every time somebody, an innocent black life gets taken because of y'all. Because y'all don't even want to speak up. Y'all can't even say the words Black Lives Matter.
Suck my dick, Donald.
Can't even say that shit. You too. I can't especially.
Would you rather kill Liz? Do you think that's true? Do you think it's true or no? I sure do. Y'all have all this arguing when the white people were protesting wearing masks? No, of course not. I don't think so. And they have rights. They tried it out. Yeah. They rolled up with
Flames. The precinct has a really good sprinkler system, it seems. Even the police and other people were like, oh, the building's going to blow, it's a gas leak, or whatever else. But it never turned out to be a real thing.
Niggas can't be black.
Or not a real thing when it comes to blowing up. So I can't say it didn't have a gas
They
leak.
already killed black niggas.
Police are shooting at this crowd over here that's just like ducked behind a car. Standing there.
Look at your left and look at your right and see who the fuck gonna kill your ass.
If we spill blood, that's when
Corny
y'all gonna
ass.
understand. If it's your aunt, if it's your child, if
Your
it's your
mother.
sister, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, getting a knee put on their neck, getting shot by they fucking jaw.
In their own home.
The person in the background saying, how the fuck are you going to shoot somebody in the ground?
Getting shot dead.
Real, man. Water gun.
Shooting women in their own home. Y'all look crazy. With no charges. With no charges. Y'all look crazy. You're a gang.
All of y'all racist, but you're
You're a gang. And y'all are all murderers with bounty on your head.
This is what we're looking at right here is the intersection of 31st and Blaisdell. The police are taking control of this intersection. People are now moving out through the neighborhoods and the periphery neighborhoods.
every time.
fucking dead.
In her home.
Can you give us an order? Just move or press. Okay, for how long? How far?
She's not gonna wake up.
Okay. We're gonna move in this car.
Her life
All right.
matters.
What are we supposed to do, bro? What do you want us to do? I told us to fucking kneel.
We're gonna move. We were told to move. We were ordered to move. 1 second. 1 second.
Y'all some gangbangers. Only y'all are gangbangers.
We're coming.
Only y'all are thugs. Only y'all are gangbangers.
What's up?
That shit is wrong. That shit is wrong.
Look.
Y'all
Look.
all need to get out with that shit.
We've been marching.
All of that.
We've been singing
All y'all some gangbanging assholes.
fucking years.
200
Y'all
years.
done killed.
We still live?
I think so. I can't tell. Maybe you can after you drive up a block. We've just been ordered to leave this area. And the officer is coming up to tell us to leave again. How many times he needed to do that, I don't know.
Slow rollout here.
Good call. Again, thank you all for joining us. Nico from Unicorn Riot here with Jen from Unicorn Riot. We're covering the uprising here in Minneapolis. The police have just told us to vacate that block. Even though we're press, we didn't challenge them. They seem bent on getting us out of there. Therefore, we moved. We're gonna move down a block, try to catch the scene. I don't know, maybe we should move around a couple blocks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, go maybe like we'll try to give people some vantage points where they can see more things going on.
You down one more?
Yeah, go down to 33rd, take a left. Let's go back up Nicollet when you take that left. So you see people out in the neighborhood. Oh, I got it. Shit. We'll try to stay live for you all for just a little bit. I know it's a little awkward driving around with the live stream.
Hey, you're live from Pegasus though. Pegasus is a Unicorn Riot vehicle.
Yes, donated by supporters during our Standing Rock experience, where a lot of our members, specifically like Lorenzo and Chris, Lorenzo a former member, Lorenzo and Chris, and Andrew a former member, and Ray a former member, and some folks. They did a lot of great work out in Standing Rock, and me and Jen also, we were arrested covering the Standing Rock issues. Yeah, you can go one more and then take a left,
Yeah.
and then we'll come up, go another left up Nicollet, and we'll see how far it is.
Damn, these folks don't went through these folks. Nigga can't even go to Mosmar. God damn. Man, I ain't know they had this statue out here. You know about this?
We're not at the meeting yet. We're just, we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, yes. Okay, so there's a special bus. Let's just go really slow. Wow, they have 3 or 4 special buses. Those are the same special buses that were carrying the officers on Lake Street that we saw them leaving. That was much earlier. So this is the same unit essentially that's been rolling around the city now since they were activated last night. That's what it looks like to me. So this is the.
So apparently these are is a Fox News reporter. They've tried to steal his stuff and thrown his mic at him. And we're right next to it. Because I get you guys the angles.
He's on the cop side. Fuck that guy. I seen him reporting the whole night saying some bullshit, some right-wing bullshit. Guy with the titties out is the one that works for Fox. Bad night for a white shirt! Stop the cops! Fox News! Fox News! Dump him out! Fuck this hole. We need help? We need help! We need help! Ain't no nobody in there. Propaganda bullshit. Daddy ain't home, man. You want him to kill us, faggot? You want him to kill us, huh?
The protesters are very angry because this news anchor is on Fox News, right? So,
Maybe they'll kill another black man. See white privilege?
so the protesters are angry.
Fuck Fox News.
Fox News is so Donald Trump.
Yeah, he ain't gonna help you, bro.
He can't help himself, nigga.
He's still in the car.
He can't help himself.
He's still in the car.
They are very angry because this journalist is on Fox News.
Shame on you.
And the still that on Fox News is a from what from
Hey, he's sweating his ass off.
Don't give him no camera time. Fuck that. Bye.
Come on, we going over here. Stay fucking focused.
You know it is evil. Fuck Fox News. You know it is wrong. Man, shit, y'all run to the fucking Facebook. From to kill us again? That's what y'all want? That's what y'all want, huh? Y'all like fucking see black people dead. False news. Fake ass, bitch ass niggas.
Bro, you good? The news is over here, though. That's where the fuck is at. Pardon yourself, brother. Pardon yourself. Thank you. Back up, please. You got to get back up.
I just phoned it in.
Okay. So explain to me what's going on.
Fox News was being chased by the protesters up the street.
Okay, are you guys
No, we're CNN.
Okay, don't see it. Okay, no problem.
But we know them and they're our friends, and you know, it's a small town. We have. Hey, come on. You know what? I mean, it's a small town. I mean, they're good guys. It's a paycheck. Come on. You know?
All right, guys. Oh shit, we have 9,000 people watching. All right, guys. Do you want to continue following this or go back to the White House? Fox News reporter you just saw was chased out by the crowd. It resulted in a physical altercation.
Yeah, we just didn't stay in boxes that long. Yeah, we're heading out. We just gotta.
If you guys are enjoying the coverage. Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you what your name is?
No, I'm not going to be.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah,
Doesn't want to give me his name, but I understand. All right, we're gonna go back. You guys can probably tell me who he is. Like, we can recognize him. I mean, little does he know, we have 9,000 people that just watched him get beat up. And apparently these guys work for CNN. We're gonna head back to the White House now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow Andrew Yang at MAF, Make America Think Harder. For all of our Trump voters in the chat, I feel you, I understand you, but think about it. We could make America think harder. $1,000 a month to everyone. Let's go. Yang gang. By the way, if these protests stay up, I'll come here every night and film. There's no point not to. But that was pretty insane. Like, they found out he was a Fox News reporter, and a massive crowd chased him out.
Man, fuck that shit. That shit in the car ain't going nowhere. Come on, bro.
That shit ain't going nowhere, bro. Come the fuck on.
All right, sorry for making it political. I'm just a big fan of Andrew Yang, and I know we have a lot of new people on the channel right now.
Cameras and none of that bullshit.
So we're currently in Lafayette Park in Washington, D.C. And I'll just stream till this phone dies. My other phone's dead. This phone's at 35% battery. So how many of you live in Washington, D.C.? That'll be interesting. Fuck. Dude, my fucking glasses are fogging up. Guys, just fucking moving. Subscribe for the best camera angles.
I don't see it. Do you see it? They're doing it to fucking kill people. They kill people. They're doing it. You see this motherfucker with a bag? You see this motherfucker? Bought his broomstick. Y'all throwing shit at us because we mad? Y'all kidding me? All of us homeless. Are you a person?
I was in all y'all stuff. What you fighting for? Y'all training? You had nothing to say. You know that. Oh, pussy, bro. I don't need that. Oh, pussy, you me.
How many more of those y'all got? I smell bacon. I smell DC fucking police.
Ain't no
I smell bacon. Bell Greens. I smell fucking DC police.
Y'all for the people, with the people. So what's up? Let's all get real comfortable with each other. Y'all for the people, with the people. Don't mind being close. You work with it. Oh yeah, that's a cool too. That's a cool. Hi, cool. Hi, cool. You ain't one of us no more. The fuck?
Keep protecting your brother.
Stay over there. You want to be their meat too? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about marijuana, y'all. And you know. And you You know it, right? I know you know it. I know you know it. I know you know it. You go home and you go tell your kids don't be scared.
That was a very interesting comment. Where the chopper is. Just cross. Although it seems like people are walking in the opposite direction. I don't know how much closer I can get.
Oh, there's an officer waiting driving. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Put your hands up, right? Dumbass. Oh yeah, they gonna stand on your back right now.
So someone's saying the chopper is my fault.
And you already know.
Pushing the crowd.
You already know.
And I'm in that
kill your ass
crowd.
in uniform. They don't give a fuck about you. You know it.
I've got to walk back.
What the fuck you running? Move his ass to the back. You should have clocked out.
I'm not going to make it to
that
second
extra
sprint.
time for you to
I mean, to second.
the fuck out.
And I made it one street over. But, yep, they found me. Or I found them. And this car is honking. It seems like he's supportive of the protesters. Meanwhile, we've got people photographing the car as the police start grabbing their batons and getting loud. I want to get an escape route that I see open down. So Broadway, this is Broadway, right? I believe. Yeah, so I have a route out of here for now. This guy's got a good idea of standing up on the, whatever the hell this block is. It's hard for me to climb because I've got a battery pack I'm holding on to. But here we go. I got a little bit of an aerial view. Chopper ahead, overhead, excuse me. We've got police blocking off 2nd and Broadway, the north and the east sides of the intersection. I smell a little tear gas floating through the air from somewhere else in downtown, I don't know. But right now, the south side of the intersection is not blocked, nor is the west side. The police have been pushing the protesters westbound, this direction, and many of them have been walking in that direction. You guys want to get a shot of me? Don't tell anyone. Yep, that's me right now. Keep it a secret. All right, so we've got sirens coming in our direction. Police cars appear to be driving southbound down Broadway. And this chopper is just hovering right now. Meanwhile, police grabbing their batons, holding their batons, still lined up on the the north and east sides of the intersection. West and south remain open. And I'll remain with this aerial shot for the time being, but I might have to get down and get out of here sooner rather than later. I was trapped about 10 or 15 minutes ago, maybe even 20. That wasn't so fun. I don't want that to happen again. Oh, here they come. Marching down. Oh, okay, so they're gonna block off the intersection. They are gonna block off this entire intersection. They've now got 3 sides of the intersection blocked off. No, I stand corrected. They have left the west side of the intersection, and now they're standing primarily on the south and east, they left the east side of the intersection, now are standing primarily on the southwest, and I guess the north. The largest police presence at the intersection are the ones standing right in front of me. Someone's saying, please interview. I've been trying to get interviews all night. to no avail with police. None of these guys are giving me interviews. Protesters have. Even on the 110 freeway, I've got an interview. But not from police. Got a photographer, multiple photographers, lots of photographers. Says the big protester group is being pushed to 3rd and Spring. Well, this is 2nd, so 3rd is right down there. Should I go? Does anyone else have word that protesters are around 3rd and Spring? Oh shit, now we're getting pushed. Okay. I'm gonna flip this camera around. That was a pretty aggressive move forward by the police. Maybe they're not going to push us all the way to 3rd, or maybe not yet, but that was a bit of an aggressive 5 steps forward on the part of the officers standing, blocking the southern side of the intersection here at 2nd and whatever the heck it is. People broke into Starbucks, is that so? Does anyone have confirmation on any type of looting in downtown LA? Okay, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Was that scanner talk? I saw part of a comment saying they're trying to separate groups, big protest groups, into smaller protest groups. Because that appears to be going on. Another.
You gonna take that game from you too? I'm taking that one next. Give me that.
We gonna do this all day, y'all. All day, y'all.
Take that shit. Whoa, how many you got here, bro? Take that shit out! Take that shit out! Take that shit out!
Tell Trump bitch ass to come out here. You the president, do his fucking job.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Oh, y'all ain't a bitch. I'm gonna stop you on your
Another one! You know your history, boy? You know your history? Fucking right here. You a boy. You're a boy.
Without touching women. Without fucking protecting. Y'all got shit on you. That's what I'm saying. My motherfucking face. They're good. Take that picture and walk. Take that picture.
Hit me again, though. What the fuck?
Hit me. Hit me. Do it. Don't say nothing.
Mask up or not?
Turn this shit up. Turn this shit up. Turn this shit up. Fuck this shit.
Don't worry, guys. I only fell over. I only fell over. You guys missed some action.
I'm live.
Fuck 12! Fuck 12, man. What you talking about? Fuck 12, man. It ain't fucking...
Fuck 12.
Fucking Kumbaya.
Stop, get a turn. Stop. Hey, fuck no, there's no Kumbaya up in here. Fuck 12. You guys are defending a racist. No justice, no fucking peace.
I'm fucking shaking hands and shit. Fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
No peace. 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 No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace. George Floyd. George Floyd. Hey, hey. Oh. Mr. Just go. Hey.
Where you buried us at?
No effect.
Right now, this is my way out, south on Spring Street. You want a shot of the chopper circling? Looks like police are pushing. I'm gonna turn the camera around and walk. It appears police are pushing us south on Spring, and I want to get a little ahead of it to make sure that there isn't a trap farther south down Spring Street. All right. What's going on here? Someone dragging some... Yeah, whatever that is. That is a parking rates sign. Here's a Black Lives Matter sign hanging on. Oh crap. Alright, that sprint bought me a little. Helicopters are telling police where to push the crowds for a roundup. Ride 'em, cowboy. Alright, this should be 4th and Spring. I do not see police presence at 4th and Spring.
How you doing? I see you. Put me on your video any day.
Let's see.
Hey, if we should go back and hit that bank, my nigga bullshit, so I at least carry the state out that motherfucker, split it up.
I'm adjusting my... Wow, something's being shot off. I'm adjusting my battery pack that I hope is not dying on me. Gotta plug the cord back in. Honking horns are cars, not police.
Hey, you guys want to talk to us for a Unicorn Riot? We're live right now.
We were watching you on TV, and now we're here. That's it. Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, is this your first night out here?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah. What's your impression?
Everyone should wear masks.
Even when you're interviewing with the
Yeah,
Unicorn Riot,
that was making
keep
me
your
a little
mask
mad.
on.
Yeah, people not wearing masks.
They like take their mask down to talk into your mic. Leave your mask up.
Yeah.
Because we can hear folks. If folks don't know at home, we can hear you with this microphone. It's very powerful, and I'm interviewing these folks right now. You could probably hear everything they're saying.
Keep your mask on. Stay safe.
Yep. That's about it.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Cheers. Please don't forget, we're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, SARS-CoV-2. We got a bunch of pennies on the ground here. Hey, yeah, we're...
Unicorn Riot.
Yeah, what's up? What do you want to say?
Everyone's not hurting each other, which is great. It's been a very, very good for us people. Americans are not getting hurt.
Yeah.
We're fucking up them, and that's what they deserve for what they did to us.
What have you seen in terms of like fucking up the other? Oh, okay. Thanks. We got fuck 12 right here. This guy's just giving me an interview. There's a lock right here that nobody's opened yet.
Nobody! Nobody!
Hey, you! Hey, if it was your mom, what would you feel like? If it was your sister, if it was your daughter. Hey, you! You know I'm talking to you, bro. Do I gotta call you pussy too? Come on, look at me, man. Just talk to me. Get that light on my face, bitch. Come on. Get on my light on my face, bitch. Come on.
You can't say 2 words, I'm sorry.
Just say I'm sorry. That's all I'm asking for, bitch. I'm sorry. Come on.
Bro, what's going on inside your head?
You all pussy, man. Y'all go home feeling manly at night.
We're down to 21% battery.
Y'all go home feeling manly. Feeling like Superman. Mom, touch your head. You a big 12. 12. 12. Come on now. 12. Fuck 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 12. You a bitch. Fuck 12. Get your ass hell. Get your ass fucking move. See, I feel that shit in your fucking heart. You hear me? Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey, but like I said, y'all be placed 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's Back up here. Do the same shit.
Hey, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Young nigga got flag because I'm playing that shit up. Hey, don't touch him. Let him do his thing. Y'all ain't doing their job for them. Let them do their fucking job. Let them do their fucking job. Huh? It's already not safe. That didn't hit me. I didn't hit them. That hit me. That hit me. You didn't get that shit. You didn't get that shit. Then turn the fuck around. Then turn the fuck around. Then turn around and stop that. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Turn around and stop that. They hit me. I didn't touch them. I didn't fucking hit them. We're all fucking living this fucking racist experience. It don't matter. We're all living this racist fucking experience.
Lady's wearing a shirt that says black, white, but both words are crossed out, and then it says humanity. Humanity first, Andrew Yang. A guy in a tree.
I'm here to protect my baby. That's all I care about. I don't got nothing else to say. Y'all about to get him.
By 6th Street. Or did I already pass it? What's going on at this intersection? Right, taking a leak. It is noisy here. I don't know if there are a bunch of protesters gathered here or what. I mean, it looks like it. Okay, this is 6th, indeed. So this is 6th and Spring. This is 6th.
I should have gave you my red shirt. Oh, this is all lives matter.
My grandma's a lawyer. She's educated.
Starbucks has been vandalized. And it appears Starbucks has been looted also. Looks like a lot of stuff is missing. Unless it just wasn't there because of the closure. I don't know if I want to go inside, but you see, Starbucks has been vandalized and potentially looted. There are shots inside of Starbucks. Glass everywhere. A table knocked over. Complete mess. And windows smashed. Indeed, Starbucks, good calls, guys. Indeed, this Starbucks got hit. And tagged racism, black, brown, unity, and other stuff. Fuck AOAB. I don't know if the police line is closing in on us right now, but I'll give you... Oh, now people are walking inside Starbucks. Walking inside, filming. Someone's grabbing a cone. I'm on TV, they're saying. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Yes, people... This man just walked out of Starbucks with a cone. People walking in Starbucks. Someone walking behind the counter and grabbing something. You can tell what it is. but people are indeed.
Hey, yo, bounce, they're coming. Bounce.
I don't want to get trapped if there's. Oh, that's a fire truck, not police. Now police officers driving on Spring, excuse me, on 7th, crossing Spring. Woo. Well, you guys saw it. Starbucks was vandalized and looted to some degree. I don't know how much, but I did see people going in there and taking stuff. You're trolling, right? I don't believe Van Jones and Chris Cuomo are talking about me. What? 3rd and Spring? People inside the bank? I only saw the first part of that comment, though. I'm not going to head back to 3rd and Spring. What's happening at the bank at 3rd and Spring? Oh, they're talking about our group. Oh, please do. Okay, so send me, if you really do have screenshots. Either on my email, which you can find on the YouTube channel, or on Twitter, at Freeman Reporter, at FREEMANREPORTR. So either to my email, it's on the YouTube channel, or to my Twitter, Freeman Reporter. If you really do have screenshots. Guys, I don't know what just happened. My phone's on, but the stream just stopped working for like 30 seconds or so. I don't know if the signal's being jammed or what. So I missed the whole flood of comments. Maybe send those comments again. I don't know what you guys were saying. Yeah, I'm back. So for about 30 seconds, I lost the stream. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the signal was being jammed or what. I am at Spring and 8th. Maybe bad connection, I guess. So Spring and 8th, it's calm here. The whole crowd is up a few blocks where the helicopter
The officers moved in and made a handful of arrests, and you'll see them right here. They're loading them up. Whenever I send it back to you, is the officers kind of moved in and started making arrests very quickly right there.
Yeah, we did see that. And as you said, Ryan, that did appear to happen very quickly. Several people, again, taken into custody right there. Maybe 6, if not more, that we were able to see live from this feed from downtown. All right, Ryan, thank you so much. Ron, I do want to bring you back in because, again, we are seeing a thinning out of the crowd out here, hopefully. Oh, and we do want to mention this right here. There's a billboard now saying, if you love Atlanta, please go home. And that was one of the main messages that we continue to hear from Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. So probably some quick work from the city of Atlanta to get that billboard out and hopefully send that message. And Ron, you and Jeff and Aisha speaking earlier had said that, you know, you'd wish that there was a way for the crowds out there to hear some of the message, some of the emotion from Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, from T.I., from Killer Mike, and they might not be hearing it, but they're certainly seeing that message right there on that billboard.
Yeah, but you know, it may not be resonating with them right now because of the emotions, and I understand it. I mean, we all do. We understand. Based upon the video that we saw with George Floyd, you can see why there's a lot of outrage, a lot of disgust. And so, you know, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. However, you don't want it to turn to violence. But as far as police tactics, you see that there's a tremendous amount of police officers obviously lined up, and they call that the skirmish line. The skirmish line is where you have the riot police there. They're in full gear. They got the helmets, they got the shields, they have the long batons, and also they have the additional body armor as well. And normally what they want to do to clear that entire street is whoever's in charge of them, the squad leader or platoon leader, is they will line those officers up and slowly begin to move down the street. Any protester who gets in the way or refuses to clear out, usually they grab them, which we saw some of that happen. They grab them, put them behind the skirmish line, throw zip ties on them, take them on down, process them, take them on down to county jail. But see, the thing about it is, even though there's not that many protesters and there's like dozens of police officers, anytime you always want to be in that situation. You always want to have an overwhelming amount of force or an overwhelming amount of personnel to discourage any violent protesters from continuing to protest. You know, you want protest, right? You want people to be able to speak out and express themselves, but when it gets to the point of violence, that's when you get the police in there, and obviously there is like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times more police officers than there are protesters. If you look on the other side of the street, those people on the other side of the street, they just look like looky-loos, just spectators, just kind of checking things out to find, you know, with their cell phones and probably videotaping, taking pictures and stuff like that. But now police on that street, they have an overwhelming amount of force. Look at that. You even have more troops back there. You see the guy with the khaki pants there and the black shirt.
Another sign off with a little battery life. So I'm just going to call it a wrap. And thank you very much for being part of this. Follow the channel, and there'll be more reports coming to you live and on the ground from around the world, and for the time being in Los Angeles. So as I'm crossing the street, thank you very much one more time with the LA skyline behind me, and good night from downtown Los Angeles. Have a safe one.
no peace, no fuck-ass police, no justice, no peace, no fuck-ass police, no justice, no peace, no fuck-ass police, no justice, no peace, no racist police, no justice, no peace, no racist police, no justice, no peace, no fuck-ass police, no justice, no peace, no fuck-ass police, no justice, no peace, no racist police.
Bye-bye. Go ahead, drop that
Let's
shit.
see if we can
All
find
right.
That's right, Dave. Oh, guess what? That's right, Dave. Like cracker.
Oh, sorry. Should we find the hunt for a portable charger? The crowd's definitely thinned out, so like there's not. No. What's going on here?
He cool, but I thought he was taller, man. I really did.
I'm not disrespectful, but that was disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful. Fuck this shit.
But you, baby, protect my black life. Protect my black life.
Why y'all not protecting her?
Do not do it.
Why y'all not protecting her? Yo, don't
Yeah,
step on my
it's
fucking
hard,
shoe,
right?
man.
So you
Don't step on my fucking shoe. Back the fuck up, man.
Cause my
I'm right
baby wife
here.
gonna
Y'all ain't
gonna be on
gonna
your
touch me.
ass. I'm gonna be out.
Bro, I really will have your badge.
Nobody touch you, baby. Nobody you touch
I really will have your badge. You don't think I don't know the assistant district attorney and shit?
Talk to his bitch ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I've done this in 3 countries.
They
This
like
shit
to
is
do
nothing
drugs.
to me.
Everybody got little vices. What's your vice? Little boys? Is your vice little boys? What is it, bro? What is your fucking problem? Explain yourself. I know what my problem is. Fairfax County pulled a gun on me when I was 13.
Can you imagine that
Walking down the
traumatizing
street.
experience for a 13-year-old?
You know what that's like as 13? I don't like guns. I really don't. I can't even stand the sounds of guns. I like hands. That's how we used to do shit back in the day. Fuck a bullet.
Don't take it, cause you're still young.
Sorry to get someone with you. I like you. I hope I do see you on the streets one day, man. I'll buy you a drink.
It's a flashlight. It's not a
I'll make a
gun.
mean fucking martini.
Relax. God bless his soul. Relax. God bless that man's innocent soul. All that like I be doing something y'all stop us, right? Police service and shit. Y'all did not do it, but I'm telling you, it starts with you. Think about that at home. Get your wife and baby telling you that.
Uncle Tom! Uncle Tom, who you texting? Uncle Tom! Yo, Uncle Tom, who you texting? You texting your wife? It's gonna be a long night because you're showing the fuck will be. Don't worry, I'll go keep on. You wait, you ever sleep with no mask? What I do? Did you not get Dr. Fauci? You a pussy, man. He is a pussy. You a pussy. You a pussy, guys. Put the weapon down. Put the weapon down right now. Put the weapon down. I got nothing. You a pussy. Anyway, back to being a pussy. What you fighting for?
Block there because the fire hose. But we're gonna walk around. We got the cat out. We made sure everything was out of the house there. We're gonna walk around. It's incredibly hard to breathe. We're gonna try to get around. It's like it feels like it's raining. You guys like to see. If you walk through there, it's not good. I walked around. You guys can get a better image. As you guys can see, they're holding a line on Lake Street. Police, you got them lined up here, and you got them lined up on Lake Street. They're holding a perimeter. Unbelievable. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, the neighbor went in after we opened it, and the neighbor knows the cat better than I and the other individual. So I assume he was able to call its name out, and he got the kennel and everything. So all the people in these houses that you saw have evacuated, including their animals. We were able to get them out. Fireworks. So you got the police holding line, like I said, here along Lake Street and on the side of Lake Street. And they're, like I said many times, they're moving with the fire department to put out the fires. Like that's the whole goal. The people that were worried about the cat are going to be very happy that we were able to get the cat. They were distraught. You guys can see the tree on fire over the house. The house is going to catch fire. It's the residential area. It starts to get scorched. That house is going to be on fire, bro.
Yeah, we're listening.
It's time to power up with the battery pack. I got masks I can hand out, but I'm trying to grab my battery pack. I'm now just now using the second battery pack, guys, and we've been holding strong all day. Hold on, where's the I gotta find my iPhone charger cord. Alright, so as I was getting my my charger set up, you could see the guards showed up, and they have riot gear on. They're, like I said, they're just keeping a. Oh, okay, go ahead. We're keeping a perimeter around the. Make sure my phone's plugged in. All right, we're charging. Let me know what I'm at for stream time.
If I see someone with a portable charger, I'll ask. I just don't see anyone yet. Someone's going down here.
You lying. Oh my God. You lying, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hey, she cried. Oh, fight. Taking barriers again. All right, so this thing is what you got? For what? Don't touch her. For what? For what, go? For what? What? For what? Don't touch her. You got an iPhone, Joe? Yeah. Alright, cool. You gotta follow me on IG though. That's that dude. Don't even lie. I'll give you a little juice, bro. I appreciate it. No worries. I know how it is. Alright, guys. You're striking. Oh, they don't like the light.
Hey, George. Hey, George. I want you I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all, nigga. I'm scared. I love this shit. I'm scared. I want you to free. No justice! No peace! No Vegas! No justice! 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 No Vegas! You ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We coming with you. Ain't none of us going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. These
And I can no longer read comments because my other phone is dead too. But I still have this phone. That is sharp.
Hey, curve 3 steps behind you. There's a curve 3 steps behind you. There's a curve 3 steps behind you. Don't go. Hey,
push back. Push back.
Yeah, there's a curve right here. Push. Hands up!
400 years. 1619, 2020, 401 years. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We ain't got shit tonight.
1619, 2020. Let's get it. Let's make his ass. Put it in my chest. Put it. Get down. Don't forget the whole world. Don't forget the whole world. You ready to die? I'm ready to die. Fuck that shit. Let's do this.
My bad, Joe. You connected with my jump. I say you got to stay right behind me.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
It's all good.
No justice.
No peace.
We're ready for that shit. We're ready.
You stream, what do you do?
YouTube.
Yeah. There's something I could charge you for me.
Y'all get yours, we get ours. Until y'all get yours, we're not gonna get ours.
That's gonna be a booty joke in his head. It's gonna be a booty joke in his
What happened? Oh, they done brought the dogs out. What juice you want? How much you got?
6%.
Jeez, man. Holy shit.
I usually have batteries myself, but I left them home.
It's all good, man. I'm on 20 now, so I'll give you a little bit longer until I'm at 10.
All right.
My last name is Akeem. I got an original name.
No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! My
Stop moving, man!
We have one little
What is that with you? You're fucking son.
What people don't understand is we much greater than America.
I got a hold of I got your back. You ain't gonna fall backwards, bro. Ain't nobody falling backwards.
Do what you do, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna fall backwards if they push, bro.
We niggas, we're kings.
Ain't nobody gonna fall back if they push.
You're gonna have to throw harder if you're gonna throw, man. Don't.
You hitting the wrong pieces.
That's what they do. That's what they put us over. Yeah, exactly.
Grab the shit. Grab the shit. Grab that shit.
Oh, fuck. Don't like that shit, right? It's fucked up, right?
You good?
Here, or we're helping in this area, or just kind of just sitting here and watching their city slowly burn to the ground. We'll see what happens as the fire gets put out. But they do have fire department working on the house. In between the house and the business, you can see them working on that house that we were at. I'd say, I don't know, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's the morning. I don't know how long ago, but however long we were there with the people there. But that's how close this business was to the residential area. You can see the firefighter flashing the light on the house. And they're putting the fire out along the right side of the house. You got the big one putting out the commercial fire, but the residential fire, you got the firefighters doing the good work right up alongside the house. That might be a crappy quality when I zoom in that far, but you guys can see the fire department. Everybody's asking what happened to the curfew. I mean, what happened to a lot of things. A lot of things were supposed to be happening down here, or were rumored to be happening. But unless you were able to see it for yourself, or on my live stream here for you guys. You guys can hear the helicopters over this area of town. If they ask us to move, we'll move. watching the fire department work on both the house that was right next to the business, and they're spraying the business now, so maybe they're just trying to work on that fire so it doesn't spread even further onto the house. Any of my local friends still awake, I'm gonna need a ride back to Fridley. I haven't been able to answer text messages or anything for the obvious reasons, but anybody that's south of Lake Street, not north but south, that would, if you're out of the area, don't come around here, but if you are living around south of Lake Street, I'll need a ride home eventually. We're still monitoring the situation. Here, they're still holding a police line. Gathering my feet. The house, they look like they were able to put the house fire out, and they set themselves up in position to preemptively not allow the fire to get onto the residential area. You guys can hear the building now. I mean, you guys are speculating a little bit too much. This we don't want to feed into that. Don't speculate on things that we're not looking at. You guys are asking about things like martial law, etc. And I mean, we're sitting fairly close to both riot police and the National Guard. And let's actually go listen in. You guys can see they're moving up. I'm moving over here. We're gonna stay clear of that side of the town because the police are moving in over there, and we got to keep our distance from them. But you guys can see them moving. They're moving in on this crowd that was here. They're dispersed. They're just dispersed that crowd, and they're rolling through the line of both National Guard and police. You gotta be tired as hell, huh? I bet. guys can see, they rolled up on the residential area. If they want us to leave, we're going to. As soon as they ask us, we're not going to stick around, but we're going to document as much as we can while we can be here. But like I said, I got looks like a news camera apparently right here, but we're watching it happen. You doing all right, buddy? Good. Standing kind of talking next to the National Guardsman. So we got the National Guard and a couple National Guard, a couple police here. So we can still see them back at the gas station, but
to people and property, maybe they may have to bring in a little bit more equipment to resolve that problem.
When you take a look at this, Ron, when you see on your television set these various shots, whether it's Buckhead or it is in downtown Atlanta, what runs through your mind as a former police officer? Is it one of, I'd hate to be in the middle of this because of the amount of as you have mentioned, the topography, it's so spread out, and the city is defined by its sprawl. It's the entire unpredictability of this event, and as you say, just how long it continues.
You know, you have to take the emotion out of it. If I was born and raised in Atlanta and I'm a police officer here and I see, you know, what these protesters are doing to my city, it's going to enrage me. It's going to get me upset. So I have to think in terms of, while I'm out here fighting crime, so to speak, I have to be objective. Don't make it subjective to the point where I get emotionally involved. You saw a lot of that in Oakland. When I was a reporter during the Occupy days back in the day, and I remember when Occupy went through Oakland, and most of the people that were there were not from Oakland, and they were
Yeah, and then my phone, it's gone. No live stream anymore. I don't know. No way to know.
Glad you found it, man.
I appreciate it. Who found it?
I found it. But it was gonna be trash, yo. You got it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it. Now those fuckers are cops.
I have no clue if this stream is still up. But you guys missed something insane. We gotta go back and regroup, guys. Because at this point, I don't actually know if the stream's up, and we're on 3%. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to my car. Some crazy shit was happening. You guys missed it. I don't know if I'm even live right now. It sucks. Here, I'm gonna ask these guys a favor. I don't know if they're Hey, you mind if I ask you a favor? Do you have a phone?
Yeah,
Would you just be able to search Zach and Matt show on YouTube and see if this stream that I have is still live?
I was just watching your stream.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I literally was watching your stream, and then he was like, "Yo, come through." I was like, "All right."
Are you serious? That's crazy. What happened was there was a huge struggle, and then my phone went flying, and I lost it for like 5 minutes.
What happened?
And I don't know if the stream's still up because I can't see. You can search if you go on
Videos?
yeah.
Or you want to go on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Were you the one that had the stream from like right on the barrier?
Yeah.
Where that girl was screaming at the cop, and they were like dragging the dude's riot shield down.
Yeah. That's when they pulled the riot shield. That's when if you just click on the channel name, it should show if there's one.
I'm only 25. I got this.
Oh look. Oh shit, we're still up.
Oh shit.
Do you want to be on YouTube?
I mean, sure.
You got to shout out your social media for helping us out.
All right.
And get everyone to follow you.
Shout out. What up, y'all? Justice for George Floyd, first off. Second off, follow Amory Raps, A-M-O-R-Y. This is my producer, Tay. We make very good music. Check out Butternut Squash. That shit is fire.
Hell yeah, support the local music industry. I appreciate it, guys. All right. So we're on a 3% battery. Here's what we're gonna try to do. Basically, if the stream dies, we'd have to start a new one over. But if I can get to my car before this phone dies, I'll be able to charge both my phones for about 30 minutes. And then we can go back into the pandemonium. Should we talk to the Secret Service? Oh shit. No clue what's going on over there. We'll be back. I assume these are gonna go for a while. We just gotta make it to my car before the phone dies. We're going full sprint mode. Oh wait, I can't go.
They're not live, so this will be I don't know what time they'll post this video of what we're looking at right now. But they're making a recording of what's happening. They're not taking it. But Care 11 is standing right next to me. Care 11 was covering this, okay. When the back of that building came down, the house, yeah, exactly. And you guys saw it happen. So he just admitted he wasn't here for any of that. So there were no news reporters here where I've been. So at least he was honest there and said that he can't really speak on the situation here because they weren't here. But they're definitely taking a video though. It's not they're not filming because there's this film camera. So that video will be played sometime. Probably calling his producer. I am sitting and resting. I'm here. I'm with Care 11 apparently. They're right in front of me, and I'm sitting along, just kind of watching them put out this fire. And when it's safe to put out the fire, we can cross the street. So now you guys can see they're getting the camera, they're getting the actual recording equipment ready, and their microphone. They're all the way on the line. I wouldn't go over there. They're on the line right there. Just don't go over there. Yeah, as you can see, people are asking the news what to do, and this guy's just kind of pointing over there, which I don't know what's over there. The drone footage, so yeah, those are media drones that we were seeing. Military police were only put on alert. That's what I'm saying. So they got to get all set up. Look at they need to get a transmitter. Hopefully they do some honest reporting. Hey, really quick, I have a live stream going. What's your first name from Care 11? If I could just Kent. Okay, Kent from Care 11's here. I have about 20,000 on my live stream, and they're watching this happen. So they were asking who you were with. So it's Kent from Care 11.